The Pentagon just received a highly classified flash transmission that changes everything. A critical geopolitical red line has just been violently crossed in the dead of night, and the standard American military response is completely out of time. In the brutal calculus of modern warfare, the most valuable currency is not ammunition. The absolute most valuable currency on the battlefield is time, and right now the United States is dangerously close to running out of it. An allied capital is completely surrounded, or a massive strategic port is being overrun. The enemy commanders are looking at their satellite screens and smiling, because they calculated exactly how long it takes for a US Navy strike group to arrive. They know the massive American aircraft carriers are currently over 1,000 miles away. They know that heavily armored naval destroyers travel at a maximum speed of 30 knots. The enemy believes they have a guaranteed 72-hour window to complete their hostile takeover. They plan to dig in, fortify the beaches, and make any American counterattack a total bloodbath. It is a brilliant, highly calculated, and mathematically sound military strategy, except for one massive, absolutely terrifying blind spot in their entire plan. They completely forgot about the United States Marine Corps, and they fundamentally misunderstood the apocalyptic speed of the MV-22 Osprey. The 72-hour window of perceived safety is about to violently slam shut. Deep out in the dark ocean, completely invisible to coastal radar networks, a ghost fleet is waiting. Massive amphibious assault ships, essentially floating miniature cities, are turning into the wind, and the flight decks are absolutely packed with the most controversial aircraft in military history. The Osprey is not a helicopter, and it is certainly not a traditional airplane. It is a mechanical beast, specifically designed to cheat the fundamental laws of military logistics. It takes off vertically from the deck of a ship, carrying 24 heavily armed Marines. But the absolute moment it clears the flight deck, something terrifying happens. The massive wing-mounted rotors slowly tilt completely forward, and the clumsy helicopter instantly transforms into a high-speed, long-range turboprop airplane. Why is this specific mechanical transformation so incredibly dangerous to the enemy? Because a standard transport helicopter is painfully slow and lacks the fuel to fly deep inland, but the Osprey can travel at almost 300 miles per hour, completely bypassing the coastline. Right now, an armada of these massive tilt-rotor aircraft is launching in total radio silence. They are not flying high in the sky where enemy anti-aircraft radar can easily spot them. They are skimming just a few feet above the dark ocean waves, flying entirely on thermal optics. 3,000 elite United States Marines are currently sitting in the dark bellies of these machines. They are locking loaded magazines into their rifles and checking their night vision goggles. There is absolutely no idle chatter, no hesitation, and no fear in that dark cabin. They are the ultimate global crisis response force, known as a Marine Expeditionary Unit. Their specific mandate is to kick the door down before the rest of the military even arrives, and they are moving toward the target at a speed that defies traditional military planning. The enemy commanders on the ground are currently securing the perimeter of their objective. They have anti-ship missiles pointed at the ocean, waiting for the slow American boats to appear. They are looking entirely in the wrong direction, because the assault isn't coming from the beaches, and it isn't coming in 3 days. It is coming directly from the night sky, and it is happening right now. The first warning the enemy gets isn't a radar blip, it is a terrifying, deep physical vibration. The Osprey's massive 38-foot rotor blades create a sound unlike anything else on Earth. It is a heavy, rhythmic thumping that rattles the windows and shakes the actual ground. By the time the enemy troops look up into the dark sky, the sky is literally falling on them. Dozens of Ospreys simultaneously transition their rotors back into the upright helicopter position. They do not need a paved runway or a secured airport to land this massive invasion force. They can drop right into a muddy soccer field, a dusty highway, or a hostile urban intersection. The heavy rear ramps of the aircraft drop open before the wheels even touch the dirt, and the Marines pour out like a violent, highly coordinated tidal wave of kinetic energy. The tactical surprise is absolutely total, and the psychological shock is completely paralyzing. An intercepted enemy radio transmission from a previous rapid deployment tells the entire story. A panicked local commander was screaming into his radio, demanding to know where the Americans came from. "We are watching the ocean, but they are already behind us." This is the exact reason the Pentagon spent billions of dollars developing the tilt-rotor program. It completely destroys the enemy's ability to draw lines on a map and feel safe behind them. If you are within 1,000 miles of an American amphibious ship, you are already in the kill zone. The 3,000 Marines aren't just bringing standard infantry rifles to the fight. The Ospreys are violently dropping light artillery pieces and heavily armed tactical vehicles. They are establishing an impenetrable, heavily fortified American bubble deep inside hostile territory. When the enemy finally realizes their massive strategic miscalculation, it is already over. The beaches they heavily mined are completely useless because the Marines simply flew over them. The 72-hour window has been brutally compressed into a matter of mere hours. The global power dynamic isn't just about having the biggest bombs or the largest army anymore. It is entirely about how incredibly fast you can put heavily armed boots on a hostile piece of dirt. The Osprey is the ultimate geopolitical time machine, stealing hours away from the enemy. The crisis that was supposed to last for months has been neutralized before sunrise. The politicians will eventually take the credit during the morning press briefings in Washington, but the real victory was secured in the pitch-black, violently loud cabin of an MV-22 Osprey. The United States military has just sent a chilling, undeniable message to every rogue state on the planet. You cannot outrun us, you cannot hide behind your coastal defenses, and you cannot beat the clock, because when Washington decides that there is absolutely no time left, they send the Marines, and they arrive from the shadows, traveling at 300 miles per hour. The rapid assault hasn't just begun, it has already been won.